Hello everybody, welcome back. You probably thought that you were going to see the final installment of the RCA 87T. It's done and that video will be coming shortly, but I wanted to go ahead and start the next series, and this one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to engage the viewing audience in this one a little bit. I'm going to need some help figuring this one out. This is a Remington radio made by the Remington Radio and Television Company out of Los Angeles, California, and the best dates we can come up with is around 34, 35, 36 time frame, somewhere along in there. As you can see, I've got a knob missing. I've got some feelers out looking for that. It's a 4-band, which covers the broadcast band, and 3 shortwave. Of course, you got your volume control. Now, I've already looked in the back. Each one of these light up, okay? My tuning knob is not working right now, and I have no idea. This is probably a tone that's gone south on us or what have you. But what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble it, take it out, look at it, see if there's any other things that we can look at to tell us who else made this or what have you. I've been in contact with several other people about this radio, and I'm going to be feeding data back to them, and hopefully we can figure this out and at least get it working, get a schematic, even if we have to draw one. So let me give you a drive around. Let's look at the cabinet. It appears to be a solid wood cabinet. Let me take it off the stand and we'll drive by. As you can see, the ends, very nice, solid wood. It's got the customary flower pot stain. Of course, both ends are in pretty good shape. The top, if I do any refinishing, could very well be the top. The rest of it I'm not going to mess with. Just touch it, just clean it up quite a bit, and that's up for discussion too, guys. So we're going to let everybody have some input on this. Of course, I still have the final say so, but the two leads come out. I would think this is probably an aerial as much as there, and a ground. There is a knob on the back. Does not click, but here is what we're looking at. It's a model 250, and it runs from 110 to 120 volts, 50 to 60 cycles, and 60 watts, and it is from Remington Radio and Television, Los Angeles, California. One of the first things I'm going to do is try to get this label off in one piece and preserve it. This one is pretty much, this is the patents from the RCA, and it's all pretty much gone. But the tube complements, you've got a rectifier 80, you've got a 2A5, you have a 2A6, your IFs, you've got a 58, and you got a 2A7 back there. That is a Utah speaker. I believe that's an Inca transformer, and until we pull it apart, we don't know. So anybody's got any information on this, we need it. We've got the model number and everything like that, but there is no schematic out there. So far, but you never know. So let's pull this out and look at it and see what's going on under the chassis there. Taking the knobs off, but look at the escutcheons. It says Remington. It's got a western scene. They're both identical. Got a covered wagon, cactus, someone on horseback with Remington. Just got a wire as an indicator, but there is a lamp in each backing that lights up. While reviewing the film, I saw this. It says Kennedy, LA. Let's look at the other one. That LA has a period after the L and the A, so I'm taking that's Kennedy, Los Angeles. Now, whatever that means, it may mean something to somebody on the West Coast. Just another clue. Cabinet A, there's one screw holding the chassis in. Remember on the Silver Bell, the mystery radio from the West Coast, it had one in the same spot. Different screw, but it had one screw holding it in. Look at what a screw held that in. Let's put this in our bag. That is a live spider in the cabinet. I was looking to see if it was a brown recluse, but I don't think it is. Could be some more critters in here, reckon? Glue blocks, reinforcements in each corner's missing, so we'll have to replace those. But really no markings inside the cabinet to speak of. Spider, he decided he didn't want to hang around long. I can't tell if that's an Inca transformer. It's got a number on it. And I don't know, there's a little bit of rust. Is that 385? I don't see any other markings on it. But the 250, the Inca power transformer replacement is 700 volt center tap at 60 milliamps. The 5 volt center tap is 3 amps, and the 2.5 center tap is 7 amps. So that's pretty hefty little transformer there. Speaker looks in really good shape. There's the dial. It does turn now. For some reason it's not. It was in a bind, I believe. We may have to work on that. Okay, looking down on top, this is your 80 rectifier tube. This is your 2 alpha 5, your 2 alpha 6. Then you've got your 58, and then your 2 alpha 7. 2 coils. I'll have to look and see which one's oscillator and which is antenna. Of course, your tuning condenser, output transformer, and the Utah speaker. Let's look at it from behind. As you can see, of course, we'll check all the normal checks: the transformer windings, the output transformer, the fill coil, the oscillator and the antenna coils, and of course the IF. And we'll check those for continuity, and we'll document those results. We'll flip this over and look underneath and see if anybody's been in here. Okay, I guess this explains why that just kept turning. It's some sort of band spread, I believe. Of course, there's the band selector switch. A couple of more coils. From all the solder marks, let me double check something on top side. I was looking to see if any of the components were soldered from the top, but they're not. The transformer's bolted. I believe that this may have been a filter cap at one point. Had been soldered in. That might have been replaced there. And I'm almost sure of it now because I don't think they used friction tape back in the day. But so the filter cap's been replaced, and probably this one has been. But you can see the wires are in pretty good shape as far as color codes, and it's relatively clean. But we need a schematic. Remington model 250, and you've seen the tubes. Okay, I've removed my guarantee for 90 days. But we'll put that in a safe place. I'm going to pull the tubes and the shields, and we're going to clean those and check those, and then I'll let you know the status of that, and then we'll talk about what we need to do. I've wiped it all down with Clorox wipes. Yes, I still have Clorox wipes. I took that cardboard off that was the backer for the grill cloth and put that on. Everybody knows why. Tested the tubes. All of them tested good, and actually a little bit better. Cleaned them up. They're a little bit better, except the 2A6 was right on spec. So that looks good. I'm going to put the tubes up in a safe place, and then we'll start doing some the normal checks. Let me show you how this attaches. Got to be careful. Anyway. Well, this is a rubber grommet glued on that. So might be able to straighten this a little bit. Don't know. But for right now, I'm going to put it up in a safe place where it won't get broke. All right, I think we're going to end this here. I want everybody to put their aluminum foil thinking caps on and come up with a schematic for this. Otherwise, we're going to have to go in here, and you know how I do not like or how band switches throw me. So I'm going to have to set, maybe this is a good learning experience. Maybe I'm going to have to map these coils out and these switches out. Let me show you something that I believe there was a box, capacitors, not necessarily a box, but it was soldered in. If you remember the cardboard one that I had once before in the silver bell, that was had tabs that were soldered in. And I believe it was replaced here. These are 8 microfarad capacitors. There's I'll have to read this, but there's at least 2 8 microfarads in there. This resistor here, I believe, has been added to ground along with this capacitor on the 2A5 output tube as a cathode bypass. I believe that's true, but without a schematic, we're just going to have to guess. But I'm thinking that these capacitors may have been 4s at one point, and 8s were all they had. I don't think 8s are too much, but I would like to know what they really are. So I think that's going to do it. I think we've got enough information to go forward with our test in part 2. This is just mainly an introduction and getting you guys involved. And more, you know, all of us is smarter than one of us, okay? I'd just like to get this back in working order and get it cleaned up, and because I don't know of any other models 250s out there. Got a knob, located a knob. Well, it actually located me, and it'll be sent to me later. Part of the some enthusiasts on the West Coast that are after more knowledge and about these radios. I'm working kind of with them, and they're helping me, I'm helping them, and I think it's going to be a good ride, and I think we're going to learn a whole lot about this company and this radio, and hopefully preserve the history of this. So that's going to be it. So you guys stay safe out there, stay well, and so from Larry from the hills of Tennessee, thanks for watching.